have a lot of empties. Hello and welcome to another video. If you're brand new to my channel, then hi, welcome. My name is Melissa and I used to be a Bath & Body Works part-time manager for about 6 years. And so over here on my YouTube channel, I post all things Bath & Body Works content. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing in the future, make sure you subscribe to my channel down below. And now I'm going to show you all of my empties. So as you can see, we've got quite the extensive pile. I usually can fill up this bin with Bath & Body Works products that are emptied in a couple of months. This is a collection of all of the things that my family and I have used, and so it's more than just me. I am getting family members and my boyfriend to help me use up these products. I'm gonna just jump right in and we'll go by category of each product type and you can see what we used up this spring. I'm gonna start with the hand sanitizers first because we can kind of breeze through those and not really have to talk about scent notes too much. This spring we used up Happy Birthday, which is scented like sugared berries. This one was obviously, you can tell, started during the Christmas season, but this is 'Tis the Season, and it's got notes of apple and cinnamon. Sparkling Limoncello. This one's also a Christmas one. This is Crackin' Me Up, which is the peppermint sugar cookie scent. And this one, I don't know if I say that out loud, but you can read it for yourself. But this is in the scent Beach House. I'll just leave that one there for you to look at. So we have 2 bathroom sinks, a kitchen sink, and then a utility sink. That kind of gives you the idea of how many sinks we've got going on with hand soaps. But we finished up this kind of wintry one. This one is Cozy Vanilla Cream, and it had notes of whipped frosting, sweet cream, and vanilla bean. This one, actually, they do get it now and then, sometimes in the fall. It used to be around more like in 2014 and 16 kind of era, but it comes once in a while, and I do like that. I would buy it again. This one's an oldie but a goodie. So this is Very Merry Meringue, and it was like a lemon buttercream kind of situation from 2016. And this was in their old formula of the deep cleansing hand soaps. So this one had notes of whipped lemon meringue, glazed sugar, and a hint of vanilla. I would like to see this one come back again sometime. Winter Citrus Wreath is one of my all-time favorite hand soap scents. This one is from 2018 and it actually had tea tree oil infused in it. And this one has notes of balsam wreath, fresh citrus, and forest breeze. So good. I love this one. We did finally burn through a hand soap at the kitchen sink, and this one was La Via Latte in the scent Whipped Espresso, and it had notes of espresso bean, creamy vanilla, and whipped sugar. Loved this fragrance. It was hard to see this one go because I've been holding on to it for a long time, but this one was a part of a collection where they had the different like little destinations, and this one was London, and it had golden shortbread, candied Bing cherries, and toasted almonds. And the fragrance is called Tea Time Shortbread. They also had it in hand sanitizers, and this is just one of the best scents ever. I love that kind of almond cherry shortbread combination. So good. So those ones were more kind of like the cozy wintry type smells since I did start collecting these. I think it was maybe in March, and we were still having snow all the way through April too. So those were kind of the more cozy wintry scents. Now we're moving on more to the springy fragrances. So we used a blueberry glazed donut hand soap. And this one has notes of blueberry glaze, fresh baked donut, and sprinkles. If you like that kind of pie crust note as a base note, this one has it. So highly recommend if you like those kind of toasty gourmand fragrances. During Valentine's Day, we used up this Peach Prosecco Macron, which is a part of the Brunch Champagne collection from this year. And it had Peach Prosecco, Vanilla Cream, and Macaron Cookie. Love it. Part of the same collection, this one was probably my favorite of that collection, and it is the Pistachio Cream Puff. It had notes of pistachio, almond, and whipped vanilla. It's the same fragrance as the Candle Pistachio Ice Cream, if you remember that one. I'm pretty sure they're identical fragrances, so yum, so good. This one I bought during quarantine and COVID days. And it is crisp apple, so it has notes of apple, summer melon, and sparkling citrus. This one reminds me of green sour apple Jolly Ranchers. This one we had been working on for a really long time. It was actually put back in the cabinet, partially used, and so it was half used, and then I found it, and I was like, we probably need to finish that one up. So this is called Live in the Sunshine, but it's in the fragrance Perfect Beach Day. I love this scent. It does come back during summer semi-annual sale once in a while, and it has notes of watery melon, coconut, and sparkling bergamot. Bergamot tends to have kind of a grapefruity scent, so it's kind of like a coconut grapefruit situation, which is really nice. During Mother's Day, we used up this Mom You're Amazing fragrance. It is in the scent Watermelon Lemonade, which is a classic at Bath & Body Works, but to refresh your memories if you're not sure, watermelon ice, sparkling water, and Meyer lemon. Don't you love it when something has a note of water in it or like ice? Last of the hand soaps. This is an oldie but a goodie as well. This has been sitting in my cabinet waiting to be used for a long time. It's the old style of the deep cleansing hand soap. and it is in the fragrance Sweet Pea, which they don't normally carry like those body care fragrances that often in the hand soaps. So this is notes of sweet pea petals, sheer freesia, and luscious raspberry. All right, let's move on to body care. My dad actually put in a really good effort this time around. He actually likes to keep the pump lotions at the sink. So this is a very, very old bottle of lavender vanilla sleep. I think I had bought this as a part of a gift set with all sorts of lavender vanilla stuff together, but since he loves those pump lotions, I had given this one to him. He used it up and brought it back to me, so very cool. He also used a body wash of this Comfort Vanilla Patchouli body wash. This is great for kind of a more musky guy type of fragrance. He does tend to like those more like gourmand yet masculine scents, and that really matches this fragrance. If you are familiar with Restful Moon, which I believe is available for semi-annual sale right now, it is actually the same fragrance as Restful Moon. So he used that up. And then this one's an oldie but a goodie, Mahogany Woods. And this one has notes of fresh mahogany, bourbon, vanilla, and golden amber. So again, with that kind of gourmand, vanilla, creamy fragrance, but also paired with a musky masculine note. Jose also put in a good effort this time around, so he used up a eucalyptus tea pillow mist. He uses this very diligently every night on his pajamas. He uses it kind of like a body spray. But the eucalyptus tea is his favorite. It used to be called Focus, but now it's called Stress Relief. And even before it was called Focus, it was Stress Relief then too. So it's kind of gone through a couple different phases of names, but that's that one. He also used up this Oasis body cream. It's kind of crunched up funny. So this was from a summer men's collection from 2021, and it has notes of coconut water, seaside lavender, and wild palm. I particularly liked this one because of that coconut note in it. I thought it smelled really good on him, and it was very beachy. And then Jose also used up this Island edition of Stress Relief, which was sandalwood and eucalyptus. They did actually bring this fragrance back. This one isn't my top favorite. It's not bad, but I probably won't be repurchasing it again. I think Jose liked it okay though. He tends to like eucalyptus notes. It smelled good on him. That's actually why I gave it to him. I didn't think it smelled very good on me, but it's very toasty and nutty, but it does have a little bit of a muskiness to it. So he used that one up. The body cream that he's using right now and the spray are very close to being done. They'll probably be part of the next Empties video I make. Jose and I kind of worked together on using these ones up, but I used up, with his help, a Stress Relief. This is the classic spearmint and eucalyptus blend, and this was a walnut scrub, so it had like little ground bits of walnut shell. I do like the texture of this scrub, but they have switched more to making sugar scrubs instead of the walnut shell, so this one's kind of an oldie now. And speaking of oldies, we also worked together to use up this Coco Shea Cucumber Foaming Body Wash. So it actually comes in like a pump that's like a hand soap foamer, kind of. I love the scent of the cucumber. I think it pairs really well with cucumber melon. And so I did love the feeling and the way that it worked. The only thing I didn't like about this, and I think he agreed, is when you pump it, it pumps a very small amount. And when you're using it for like your whole body, I don't know, it just seemed like it was meant to be a hand wash and not a whole body wash. But I did like the product inside. It was just kind of a weird experience in this form. Okay, this is about as old as I think any of my products are gonna get. This is from 2014, and look, doesn't that make you feel sad? So this is a hand cream in the very old style of pumpkin pecan waffles. Man, it's vintage. I don't even know if I can throw this away. I might even be able to get a little bit of it out if I kind of squeeze it a certain way. Oh, yep, there was some. Oh, but that smells so good. So the reason that this isn't empty this time is this actually lived in our car, me and Jose's car, throughout the entire duration of our college careers. So one day we just decided, okay, I think it's about done. I was able to squeeze a little out. I'm probably not going to throw this away though, because they don't make anything quite like this anymore. And this is kind of like the very origins of my obsession with Bath & Body Works was through this kind of thing. So that was kind of cute. My sister ended up using up this one. This is a body wash or a shower gel of bourbon, strawberry, and vanilla. This was a part of a collection from 2015, so it's kind of dating itself. You can tell a lot of these empties I've been trying to use up some older ones, so that's why a lot of them are old. But I was kind of surprised at the fragrance of this. It's nice, but I was hoping it'd be more strawberry fragrance. It's actually very heavy on the kind of bourbon vanilla, but it's got notes of bourbon vanilla, garden strawberry, apricot nectar, pink jasmine, and white oak. So this was surprisingly musky and woodsy for being a strawberry fragrance, but it's very nice. My sister also used up Daydream, which is kind of a fruity floral. It's got a little bit of a bite to it. This one has notes of fresh raspberries, sparkling pear, and pink lily petals. I think this is actually the same exact fragrance as Confetti Daydream. All right, so what my mom used up is she used up some oldies of Sweet Pea. This is a great fragrance for spring, and if you love those more classic old-fashioned fragrances from Bath & Body Works, this one is definitely a must-try if you've never used it before. So this is the fragrance mist, and then this was a sugar scrub. No complaints about the fragrance mist, but this one is one of those scrubs that the sugar granules are very thick and coarse, and so she noticed this as well as myself. It's really hard to squeeze kind of the tail end out, and so it gets clogged kind of easy. I don't know that they're making this particular formula that much anymore. They have made the granules of sugar a little bit finer, so it's a little bit easier to come out of the tube, but fragrance-wise, really great. So Sweet Pea, Watery Pear, Sheer Freesia, Luscious Raspberry, and Soft Musk. So that's what the fragrance notes are for that one, so we used those up. And then she also used up Love and Sunshine sugar scrub in that same formula as the Sweet Pea. This one has notes of sun-kissed daisies, sweet lemon, Mara strawberry, golden honeysuckle, and sunshine musk. So the rest of these body care items are the ones that I used up. I worked really hard this time. I didn't get all of the body care items finished that I had hoped to, but man oh man, I made a good dent in my body care this season. I tend to be a very seasonal person, so very rarely do I use a fragrance out of its intended season. But that's part of what helped me kind of use up some of these older body care items is normally what I would put away back into the cabinet and save it for next season. I just kind of diligently said, okay, I'm just going to finish this and not deal with this anymore. And one of those was Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte in the Body Butter. So this is from, I believe, 2018, maybe 17? The date on it is smudged out, so I can't really tell. But this was actually a gratis from when I worked there. So I got this for free through the company, but it was full of body butter and it was infused with honey. Love the fragrance. It doesn't have the notes listed on it, but from what I remember, it's pretty much like pumpkin latte, marshmallow, golden praline, sandalwood, I think is another note. So it's just like a nice, cozy, marshmallowy, pumpkin-y fragrance, and I love this one. It's definitely top favorite for me. Paired with it, I actually used up this coffee bean body scrub that was a part of their Island Efficacious Body Care way back in 2018 during the summertime. And this was considered a heavy exfoliant. It pretty much was like drip coffee grounds, which was really great. I loved the fragrance of it, and it paired really well with all my Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte body care items, so I used that up. This one is another one that I was sad to see go, Cup of Warmth. So I actually picked this up at a semi-annual sale. I think this was actually the first semi-annual sale I had ever shopped. This is either from 2014 or 15, but I can't really tell. But this has notes of vanilla chai, toasted biscotti, and a sprinkle of nutmeg. Very, very close to it is the white pumpkin chai fragrance that they had, and also the pumpkin picking. So the white pumpkin chai is a more recent one. Pumpkin picking is a little bit older, but that's what I've been pairing it with. And I'm sad to see it go. I only had it in the cream, but beautiful packaging. Love the fragrance. Another slightly off-season one that I worked really diligently on to use up was Coconut Mint Drop in the body butter. I used a lot of body butters this time, but fun packaging. I love novelty items like this that are kind of outside your standard body lotion, shower gel, fragrance mist. I'll have the notes listed up here. It doesn't have it listed on the packaging, but look at how much body butter was in that. I mean, imagine that being full of butter. That was quite a lot to use. So it was definitely worth every penny I spent on it. I got many, many uses out of it, and the fragrance is nice as well. I was using this at the same time as the Coconut Mint Drop, but this was, it's kind of faded a little bit. Something about keeping in the shower kind of made it fade, but this was a part of the Coco Shea line, and this was the coconut fragrance, and this was a moisturizing body wash, and I love using this as, if you double cleanse, I use this more as my intensive moisturizing care wash, and then I usually will use another shower gel more for fragrance or like an initial cleanse. So I kind of paired this with other things, and it's a great warm toasty coconut scent. Along with the coconut theme, I used up a hair mask. So during 2018, they went through a little phase of making different kinds of body care. Like they had more like face skincare, like they had face masks, sheet masks, and like overnight kind of face lotions. And then they also had hair products. They had dry shampoo and the hair masks, and this was one of them. The coconut one is probably my second favorite. They had a banana one as well. That was probably my first favorite. I think I might have another banana one in my collection, but good stuff. Love the scent. It smells exactly like the Bali Black Sands or the original Happy Little Coconuts coconut. This is an interesting little pairing that I used up. So I love this scent. So this is Belize in the body wash, which is Tropical Cabana. It has notes of banana daiquiri, juicy pineapple, and golden sands. I love banana fragrances. And so if you like banana fragrances as well, you definitely have to find yourself a bottle of this if it ever comes around again. I give this one as like one of the most underrated fragrances I've ever used. A lot of people don't like banana, so when I smelled it, I was just expecting the least, and I got everything out of it. So extremely happy about that fragrance. I'm gonna miss it. But paired with it, I actually used this very old In the Sun Sand and Sea Salt Body Scrub. This actually has notes of sun-kissed neroli, sparkling orange flower, and bronzed sandalwood. This was not very strongly fragranced, and so it paired really well with like the tropicalness of Belize body wash. And then this is a really random one. I used this cute little banana custard hand cream. This was actually from a few Christmases ago. It only took me maybe 4 uses. I just used it all over my body. I've never used a hand cream like that before, and I probably never will again. I just really wanted to use it up. And I wanted to use something banana-y to pair with that little combo that I showed you previously. So use that up. I also have been working very hard on using up some lavender products along with that pump lotion I showed you that my dad used up. This was also a part of that gift set I mentioned. This is a oil sugar scrub. So it's got like a layer of coarse sugar, and then on top it has like lots of oil. And so this is really great for like a dewy nighttime routine. If you like your skin to feel more dewy, it's definitely not something I would use in the morning because it does make you pretty slick like a seal. So I do love this, and I would buy this formula again. It's just definitely reserved for nighttime. And then along with that, I had also this body scrub. I don't know if anyone remembers this one, but this was a part of an efficacious kind of collection they had, like a wellness collection, and it was inspired by all the different essential oils. And this one was lavender and sandalwood. I was pairing this with my lavender and spring apricot, and it smells very, very similar to it. So it paired very nicely, just like that lavender vanilla scrub. It also was like sugar with the oil layer on top. The last body care item I am thankful to get rid of, actually. Sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings by saying that. It's a beautiful fragrance. It just, on me, it smells like spring allergies because I just don't do florals. It's just a personal preference. So this is French lavender and honey. I'll put the notes up here because some of the travel sizes back then didn't have notes on the bottle, and I don't have that one memorized. But if you like floral scents, I definitely recommend this one for you. It's like a playful, youthful kind of floral. It's not like one of those sophisticated florals like Japanese cherry blossom. It didn't smell like lavender or honey to me. It smells like wildflowers a little bit. So that was that. I got rid of it anyways. Okay, we're gonna wrap up with home fragrance now. So, Fresh Balsam Room Spray. We used this up during Christmas time, actually, and it just was close enough that I didn't make it into my winter empties, but now it's in my spring ones. So we used this to spray the Christmas tree, but it's gone now. I've got my little wallflower tags here. So most of these ended up going in my bathroom, but we do also have one in the laundry room. I'm just gonna bust through these really quick. We used Watermelon Lemonade. I would buy that again. It was very nice. Rainbow Confetti, which I put in the bathroom because I didn't have any other like more clean scents at the time. And it's supposed to smell kind of like Fruity Pebbles. It was weird in the bathroom, but it smelled good. So Limoncello, classic. I would always buy that one again. I enjoyed this one actually. It's Raspberries and Whipped Vanilla. I bought it around Valentine's Day time, and it was really good. Classic Sweet Pea. No complaints about that one, of course. And then Prosecco and Peaches. I think this one's actually the one that's going right now, and I don't really smell it that much. It was good on the first day or two of plugging it in, but now I don't really notice it. So it was good while it lasted, but now I feel like I need something to refresh it with. So that's that. Single wick candles. So I don't really view this as a Christmassy fragrance or a wintry fragrance, so I saved it more for spring, but I used a single wick of the Snowy Peach Berry. And this one was actually a gratis from when I was working there last Christmas. It definitely is very peachy and fruity, and I would probably use it again. It was good. For Easter, we used Somebody Loves You, which is strawberry pound cake. Classic. I would always keep that in my collection. This one was definitely giving. So is that what kids say? It's that the one was giving. I don't know. If you love gourmands, you have to try this fragrance. It's so good in the candle. And I know that sometimes they make it in body care too, but oh man, this candle was so good. And this was a little tester candle I picked up from last semi-annual sale. This used to be a wallflower tester in stores, but they were on the 75% off table from last semi-annual sale, so that's how I got that. Some of the candles that bled from kind of winter into spring that we used up was this cannoli and chocolate. This one is, they also had another destinations kind of collection, and this one was Italy. The fragrance notes are freshly made cannoli, dusting of sugar, sweet milk chocolate. This one was quite good. Definitely smell the chocolate, but it kind of has that yeasty, doughy bread kind of scent to it as well. They don't have it anymore, but if they had it again, I probably would buy it again. And then the other wintry one that we kind of used into spring was this orange chocolate truffle. I love the pairing of orange and chocolate, so I definitely would love to see this one come back. It had notes of orange zest, sea salt, and rich dark chocolate. I wish I could eat that right now. So now for the more springy fragrances. I've been holding on to this collection for a while, and I finally have been using it up, and it's kind of sad to see some of these ones that I bring out every single year as decorations to see them like burnt up and used, but it must be done because I don't want these products to get so old that they don't like smell anymore. So I used Pink Petal Tea Cake around Valentine's Day, and it had like a pretty pink wax. Fragrance notes are pink rose petals, pound cake, and vanilla glaze. I'm not a floral person, but this is an exception because it's got that nice gourmand, cakey, vanilla-y situation. And this one did come back for a summer collection for this semi-annual sale. I definitely recommend this one. I know a lot of other people like this one too. Also a part of this collection was Key Lime Pie. I love this fragrance. This is one of my favorites. It smells like zesty key lime, graham cracker crust, and dollop of meringue. You definitely get that graham cracker crust note that I'm always talking about in some of these like gourmand fragrances, but the key lime, you definitely smell the lime and kind of like the fluffy whipped cream kind of situation, so definitely would use that one again. This one is one of Jose's favorites. This is the cinnamon sugar donut. It's very similar to cinnamon spiced vanilla, but it's a little bit more doughy. It's got old-fashioned donut, crushed nutmeg, and white cinnamon, and it had a light purple wax. You can kind of see a little bit of what's left of it. Last one of that collection was banana bundt cake, and this one was kind of like a little yellow wax color. This one does come back. I know they had a banana walnut type of one and then like a banana muffin one, but this one sometimes comes back during the fall as well. Sweet banana, toasted walnut, and fresh cinnamon. It's less banana-y and more like toasty baked bread kind of smell to me. So yep, love that one. This one was kind of random. I actually bought this one during quarantine as a blind buy. I didn't know what it smelled like when I bought it. It's lemon lavender shortbread, which sounds like things I love, all three of those things. I love this one smelling it cold, but when it was burning, it wasn't like my all-time favorite, if you know what I mean. It was like okay. But it had notes of sugared shortbread, zested lemons, and fresh lavender sprinkles. Yeah, smelling it cold, it was like a little more gourmand, and like I did smell the lavender. I don't know, but I feel like the shortbread fragrance kind of threw it off when lighting it. I'd be leery of that one. I didn't think it was the best work that Bath & Body Works has done. Okay, we got two more. This is actually a collection I've been holding off burning for a long time as well because it's one of my favorites. I'm in the middle of burning it right now, so I actually have 2 candles I'm working on now, and then the other 2 I finished. So we had Lemon Drops. This was the Sweet Shop collection. They actually had 2 lives. They used to have it, then they retired it, and they reintroduced it again during semi-annual sale. So this one is Lemon Drops. It's so old that it was $22.50, and the notes are in like a little description paragraph instead of just listing the notes. It says, that magnificent mouth-puckering mixture of sweet and tart is captured in this blend of fresh lemon zest, sugared crystals, and a hint of vanilla. Now, it's interesting because when I burnt this one, like smelling it cold, the notes were accurate, but when I burnt it, I felt like it almost had like an interesting little floral note in it that was kind of hidden, and I didn't smell any vanilla in it, so that was kind of interesting. And then this one was the Raspberry Peach Macaroon, also part of that collection, and this one says, the ultimate French cookie is celebrated in a unique blend of ripe raspberries, juicy peach, and almond cream. I liked this one even better than the Lemon Drop one. You would think that it's similar to the Peach Macaron one that they made in the body care and stuff this year, but it really isn't. That one has got notes of Prosecco in it, so it's more like tart and bubbly. But this one is definitely like a creamy, desserty, vanilla forward kind of fragrance, but it did have that fruity undertone to it, so I really liked that candle. Whew! So that was everything. That was a lot to go through, so thanks for sticking with me through the whole video. If you enjoyed watching this Empties, then make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below and let me know what candle you're burning right now in the comment section. I will see you next time. Bye.